Life is like a ball. Don't forego enjoyment due to temporary hardships. Then he asked Mr. Aoki to design a dazzling dress. On prom night, Charlie stepped out in her custom pink gown, looking like a fairy straight out of a fairy tale, and her mom's eyes lit up with joy instantly. Her daughter's growth and confidence were what she hoped to see after 6 years. Mr. Aoki suggested a family photo to capture this moment. It was unexpectedly charming. However, they insisted Mr. Aoki join, as a two-person photo is too dull. The trio got their sole family photo. Soon, Owen arrived for Charlie, and Mr. Aoki handed her over like a father would a twist. Then, as a little compensation, Mom invited Mr. Aoki to dance together, and they swayed like a couple in love. Unfortunately, Mom's health forced their relationship to stop. Luckily, at prom, Charlie and Owen were full of energy. Under twinkling lights, they opened up and savored youth, returning home to excitedly recall that night's highlights. Charlie shared every detail of the prom with her mom, her joy spilling over, making her mom's eyes well up with tears. The next day, Charlie headed to school. On return, she unexpectedly saw Mr. Aoki staring at the bus stop, a surprise. Charlie instantly knew she had lost her mom from this moment. She glanced at Mr. Aoki, lips quivering, but remained silent. But her grief had choked her voice. Mr. Aoki embraced her like a father, gently stroking her hair. Times L A O stroke A times I circumflex ring micro I 2 omicron pound UE A circumflex equal micro micro or acute letter 3 not sign A ots times ow A tilde acute cyrillic letter 477 equal degrees 2 omicron times I out psi paragraph C or E 3 I 2 acute A circumflex letter 1 F5 letter 778 A stroke A out Y acute cyrillic letter 4 BB O out 0 A out O stroke micro aware. After everyone left that night, Charlie sat alone in the yard, letting tears flow unchecked. Next, Charlie will go to college out of town, her only concern, Mr. Aoki. For 6 years, she had no idea where he lived or if his family was well. So she began her mission to uncover everything about Mr. How do you know my home's look? Or name your best friend? Hurry, tell me, I've waited enough. Don't you know to take your backpack off? Enough. You never talked to me. Realizing she was too harsh, she quickly changed her tone. Mr. Aoki hurriedly explained to Charlie, and although he didn't start well, he still cared about her feelings. The next day, she handed him a sum of money, which she had saved little by little using the coupons her mom had given her over 6 years, just enough to cover her entire college expenses. Since she had been taking the bus to school forever, Charlie was done with it, deciding to drive herself to orientation this time. As Mr. Aoki lacked a license, she asked her neighbor to teach her driving. She grew tired of this travel mode, so she finally made up her mind to learn driving. Initially rough, she managed to drive after days of practice. That evening, she took her bestie for a drive, unexpectedly meeting Mr. Aoki, who entered the bar with 2 ladies, shocking. When morning came, Charlie noticed Mr. Aoki had risen before her and was already whipping up breakfast. However, she didn't mention what she saw the night. That evening, as he left again, she secretly followed, only to meet Owen coming for her. Owen, off to a new school tomorrow, came to bid Charlie farewell. They chatted long in the car, then kissed, wishing each other academic success. The next day, Charlie and Mr. Aoki dined out together for the first time, both ordering their mom's favorite apple pie. When it was time to part, neither said much, just a tight hug expressing their sadness as they watched Charlie's car fade into the distance. Mr. Aoki felt as if half of him had been drained, watching Charlie drive away like a father watching over his child, heart heavy with worry. Charlie resisted looking back, afraid a glance would make her stay forever. Going to college 3,000 km away was a new life journey. A colourful life may lead one astray, yet Charlie keeps her mother's and Mr. Aoki's hopes in mind. She consistently excelled academically, and the highlight of her week was Mr. Aoki's letter. And those precious books that come on a whim feel like a silent form of sport. Time flew by in the blink of an eye, and soon Charlie was facing graduation. Following the address in the letters, she found Mr. Aoki's. When Mr. Aoki saw Charlie unexpectedly at his doorstep, he was initially shocked, but soon surprise filled his eyes. Charlie's slightly rounded belly brought a hint of complexity to Mr. Aoki's gaze, but she didn't say much and instead prepared a feast for Charlie as she always did. Shirley mentioned she needed a place to rest, asking if she could stay a few days, and Mr. Aoki silently agreed while throwing in a simple yet profound request. They agreed not to intrude on each other's privacy, just like in the good old days. Being back beside Mr. Aoki felt familiar and warm, just like returning to a long-lost home. Yet, one thing haunted her everywhere, and sat Mr. Aoki would slip out after dark. Each time he returned, he'd be tipsy and talkative, which never failed to pique Charlie's curiosity. So that night, taking advantage of Mr. Aoki's absence, she impulsively opened his room door. However, fate seemed to love playing games. As she entered, Mr. Aoki returned. What a collision! She anxiously tried to explain, but Mr. Aoki seemed to be blinded by anger, not even giving her a chance to speak. He forcefully pulled her out of the room, and after an intense argument, he stormed and kicked her out. With nowhere to go, Charlie drove aimlessly around the streets, ultimately enduring a long, sleepless night in her car, the classic night wanderer. Times L letter D S cedilla Chinese letter and tilde o circumflex equal divide by 3 microdegrees span not sin I mat out adi plus or minus a tilde a circumflex micro a circumflex a ostu symbol 363 not sin they Armenian Cyrillic letter 4 BBC cedilla Cyrillic ka a tilde tau pound diumat at letter 3 ca a circumflex u acute times a tilde 3 o mat thido 3 o mat a circumflex abic letter 676 a circumflex Cyrillic letter 4 7 o stroke 3 o mat at h a mat Cyrillic letter 4 ABC cedilla acute tundaret flex quarter a mat okay cedilla a mat acute e grov y acute letter 3 ca Cyrillic letter 4 3 I circumflex the get jj copyright. Little did she know, just as she exited the store, a skateboarder barreled towards her, knocking her flat to talk about a bone-crushing mishap. Thankfully, the neighbor who once taught her to drive happened to be nearby and whisked her off to the hospital just in time. What a timely rain!